Good morning, my loves. Happy Thursday. Lovely day here at the lake. High today is 85. It's a little cloudy and overcast. I don't think we're expecting rain. It's just one of those days. So, 6 years ago today, I moved to Arizona. I did. I packed up everything and headed out. The interesting thing about it, COVID. I have friends. I have my besties, two of which are sisters. One lived in the same apartment building I did in the Midwest, and the other one is an I cannot talk, endocrinologist, oncologist that lived here, worked at MD Anderson. And we were talking one day, and my fiance in St. Louis had died. I had dated a guy for a while. We were going to build a life together. I had given notice where I was working. I was going to be moving to New York in November. I was very excited about this. And the end of September, he died. Had a heart attack at work. I got a call from his best friend. He's dead. Turned my world upside down. I mean, they had already found a replacement for me at work. Luckily, I have a side, I have my consulting business. So I wasn't out on the street or anything, but it was hard. It was a lot. And so I was talking to my besties, and they said, why don't you just start over, move to Arizona, fresh start. Why not? You can focus on your therapy practice and your healing practice. And yeah, that meant the world to me. I love that. Okay, I'll think about it. Come on visit, and I'll set up an interview. So my friend that's a doctor set up an interview with the head of one of the departments, a department head at MD Anderson. I flew in September. Great visit. He said, oh, I've got more than enough referrals for you. Do not even think about that. We got this covered. Okay. I looked at some places to live. I think I'm going to do this. Now, February of 2020, we didn't know if COVID was a thing or if it was just a passing thing. It was a thing. Oh, yeah. So I started making arrangements to have all of my stuff shipped, have my car shipped. And everybody's telling me, you're not going to go. You know you're not going to go. The airports are going to be locked down. You're not going to be allowed to go. And there's no way you're going to walk away from all of your friends and everybody in St. Louis. That's just not going to happen. One of my besties would tell me every day that I was packing up the apartment. I don't know why you're doing this. You're throwing money away. You're never going to go. They came. They loaded up the furniture. They took my car. And they shipped it. And he said, you're going to be back here in a month. You're just throwing money away. He drove me to the airport the day I left. I'll see you in a week because you're not going to stay. A couple of years later, we talk all the time, but he called me one day out of the blue and said, you're not coming home. I'm not coming home. No. I got here on a Thursday. I had talked to MD Anderson. We got everything lined up for, I was going to go over and meet with him, get a list of clients, and get everything nailed down. Monday, we went into lockdown. So much for those plans. For 2 years. Yeah. I have my consulting business. It's okay. Obviously, I didn't starve. But it turned my world upside down. COVID was a thing. But I wanted this so bad. I could have just changed my mind and said, I cannot do this. Nope, I'm going back. I am just going back. But I didn't, because my dream of having my trauma therapy practice meant that much to me. So I stuck it out for 6 years. It has not always been easy. It has not always been fun. But here I am. I can honestly say I am happier. I am much more tranquil and at peace. Had I stayed there, I would have been making a lot more money, because so much of my trauma therapy practice is pro bono, because I treat a lot of veterans, I treat a lot of victims that can't afford to pay. And but it's not about the money. For me, a lot of people it is, but it's just me. I don't have a family to support. Well, I have Finn now, but that's a little different. But I think I made the right decision for me. I wanted it bad enough. I made the move and I stuck it out. I stuck it out through the hard times. Now, during COVID, when you're in lockdown, Yeah, I was doing legal consulting for firms in the Midwest, and I'm so thankful that I still do it. I love that. But I continued my education. I got additional certifications. I took so many classes. I studied with one of the greatest neuropsychologists, in my opinion, in the world. And I got a certification. I took her classes, and she took me under wing, and I got an amazing certification from her that is just fantastic. That was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Had I stayed, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. It was well worth it, because it has really done a lot to enhance my therapy practice, my approach. It was worth it. All the sacrifice was worth it. The books I've written, I wrote the majority of those during COVID. Now, they are not on the bestseller list. I have given away far more than I have ever sold. I don't know if you'll understand this. It's not about the likes. It's not about the positive comments. It's not about the money. It's about getting the message out to the people that need to hear it. My books, I've written 6 for kids, 3 for adults. It's about letting people know it's okay to feel whatever you feel and you're not alone. Explaining things to them in words that they can understand. And it's the same way with the videos. It's not about, people always ask me, aren't you going to do, the sponsorship or whatever? No, it's not about that for me. Oh, you should. Well, I should probably do a lot of things that I don't do. It's not about the likes and the money. It's about just getting the message out. And that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, and you're entitled to that. But I love what I do. I made the right decision. All the sacrifices, and trust me, there were sacrifices, were worth it. Walking away from all my friends, my support system in the Midwest, yeah, that was big. Moving 1,500 miles away from my friends, 1,200 miles away from my son, his wife, and my granddaughter. Yeah. It was worth it. And I don't have to deal with ice and snow in the winter. That's always worth it. Of course, I have to deal with 118 degrees in the summer, but it's a trade-off. But my question to you, if you have a desire, a dream, an aspiration, are you willing to put in the work to make it happen? Are you willing to put in the sacrifices to make it happen? This isn't the first time I have sacrificed and worked hard for a goal. Eons ago, I was married very young, and we started divorce proceedings. I was already in nursing school. It was in, I want to say, the end of my 3rd year. Found out I was pregnant. Oh, yes. So now I'm in college. I'm in nursing school. I'm in the middle of a divorce. It was not a fun divorce. And now I'm pregnant. Oh, boy. Nursing school was that important to me. I loved it. I loved it. Being a mom meant so much to me. I made it happen. I was a single mom. I made it work. It meant that much to me. And yeah, once you have a child, that child is your top priority. So I didn't date like a lot of other people my age. I worked, I had a son. That was my world, and that's okay. I was willing to make the sacrifices, to put in the work, to make it happen. Are you? Are you willing to put in the work and the sacrifice to make things happen? To make college happen? Later in life, to pursue a dream, an aspiration? Are you willing to put in the work and the sacrifice? A lot of kids right now are getting ready to go to college. They don't understand the sacrifices and the hard work it might take, because they're still kind of locked into high school mode where it's kind of fun and cool. Hey, college is fun and cool. It is. It's a hoot. But time and place and all things in moderation. You do have finals. You do have tests. Some classes are a piece of cake and others are a nightmare. Trust me. One of my hardest classes was pharmacology. because it's very complex. And this is back before, we had cell phones. You had to do the calculations. Yeah, I got an A in that class. I had a 4.0 average. Put in the work. I made it happen because I wanted it that bad. So if you have kids getting ready to go to college, at any age, if you're willing to go back to school, are you willing to put in the work? A lot of people, I know a lot of attorneys and doctors that worked and went to school to make it happen. I want you to know that you're worth it. I was worth it. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I have a great life. I have a very quiet, tranquil life, and I love that. You are worthy of your hopes and dreams and aspirations. It may not be handed to you. You might have to work really hard for it, but it's so worth it because you're worth it. Just think about it. Just think about it. You are so worthy.